the last thing I would want to be accused of is being a pessimist. However, in this case, I would suggest that this bridge has perhaps seen better days, which is why this rope system is in place here to ferry supplies across the river from over here. I'm not sure why the junked truck is there, but you can see the pulleys and such right there, and the wheel, the rope spins around, and then of course that cage right there is for ferrying supplies across the river. And I think that we will be walking from this point rather than riding the bike. Alright, so Mr. McBride and I are hiking in, and we're really impressed with this road that we're on. You can see the quality of the craftsmanship in this rock wall right here. And that's just one example of many that we've come across as we continue to hike in down the road here. So we're still following this road up, and I had to stop and film this rock wall as well because it's probably 15 feet high and had a lot of work put into it, obviously. And the road keeps going up that way. So we just came from up there, and we've come across our first mining equipment. So there's an old cat right here, and air compressor right here. Pretty large air compressor, obviously hasn't been used in a while. And then behind me here, there's a big rock wall there, and a cabin here. Cabin that's unfortunately seen better days. You see the windows are all busted out and such. Downstairs is open. Looks like they got water lines coming down from up above. I'd be surprised if they still work. So you got the stuff coming down from above there. And here's a view of the cabin. I took sort of an exploratory walk down there, and wasn't a good idea. So I'll just show you in through the crack there. You see it's all pretty much destroyed. There's some tables and chairs in there, but nothing much else. Well, that rock wall. I see some equipment and stuff across the creek. You guys probably can't see that. And there's some equipment here, and the road just keeps going on up that way. Alright, so you've got those dramatic cliffs up there, and then dropping down to the creek. You can see the creek there, and then across through the woods you can see some bunkhouses and such. So this is a really impressive spot, and I see all kinds of stuff over there, track and such. So we got to get down there and get across. See a Pelton wheel right there. So there's definitely some good stuff down there. So this is really cool. Check out this old car. It went over the side of the cliff here, or was pushed over, or what have you. That's really, really cool. This is the road we're coming in on, but I had to stop and check this out because this is just too cool. Alright, judging from the foundation in front of me, I just noticed there's a piece of rail there too. I'm guessing this was a mill, since this foundation structure is very typical of that, and it looks like it extended up the hill this way. See, it looks like a bunch of waste rock here. So I'm sorry that's not still standing. That would have been really interesting to check out and go through, but there's definitely a big structure here. You can see how far out it goes here. I'm going to head up top there and see if there's anything that was up there. If there is, I'll show you guys. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm up above that mill now, toward the end of the canyon, and it's pretty dramatic, as you can see. And then there's the creek down there. I'm standing on a large waste rock pile up above that mill. The waste rock pile extends all the way down like that. You see a tie right there, a spike still in it. More waste rock here, and the adit just so happens to be up here and it looks like it's in good shape actually. Nice cold air coming out of there, and yeah, it looks dry. So I will put the helmet on and such, and we'll head in there and check it out. Okay, first look inside. Some good air coming out of there. Can't really tell how far back it goes. Looks like it may go up there and bend. So let's go find out. Kind of slow making my way through the portal here. Alright, a lot of hard rock here. Okay, it goes to the right and the left up here. You can see the old track ties there running up that way. So this just goes back there and stops, and then of course it keeps going this way. A little bit of water back here, but not too much. It's all hard rock, which is nice. See some of those colors. Really good airflow in here. I'm not sure what the source of the air is, but it's really solid. There's fault right here, obviously. See how smooth those walls are. You guys can probably hear the air in the microphone. I mean, it's really strong airflow. So see, I got the track ties here. A little bit of mud and water, but nothing serious. Still going, bending around. Obviously they're following a vein here because we're bending around all over the place. Okay, I got some interesting orange colors there. And you can hear my voice echoing. That's another good sign. Looks like they had a nice fault right here. A lot of mineralization there. And looks like the mine just keeps going as far as I can see that way. Still a really strong airflow back here. I'm not used to experiencing this level of airflow in California mines. Makes me wonder if there's a shaft or something up above. They took out a little pocket right here, and keeps going this way. Yeah, with this much air, I'm really thinking there's got to be a ventilation shaft or something, because this is an unprecedented amount of airflow for us. So we got something coming up here. Okay, okay, nothing big. Just cleaned that out a little bit and then backfilled it. And they are following a pocket here. You can see they drilled some holes in like they were going to do a cross cut or something, but they seem to have abandoned that idea. Instead they kept going this way. So we shall do as well. We shall do that as well. You know what I meant. Okay. Little mini stope right here. And it looks like there's a collapse here. But this is also where the air is coming down from. Huh. That looks intentional almost. Like somebody intentionally backfilled this. I'm gonna go stick my head up because there's a ton of air coming through there, so that's awkward to do, so I'm gonna turn the camera off and then I'll rejoin you when I'm up through that. Okay, I just came up to that passage, and above me is a very large stope chamber. You see it runs all the way up there and continues this way up there. Somebody put in a very primitive ladder in the form of decorative gates. And then the adit also keeps going down that way. I think I'll try the stope first since we're right here. I'm going to try scrambling up this ladder if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to make that last section there. That's taller than I am. But I'll do my best. And so I will rejoin you up there if I can make it. Okay guys, there's looking down those really sketchy quote-unquote ladders. Unfortunately, this rotten timber here is not going to be sufficient to hold my weight, and I still need something else to push off of to get up to there. That's still about 3 feet above, so unfortunately this is as far as I can go. It probably is just a stope though. I looked back as far as I could that way. You can see what I'm seeing right now. And it doesn't look like it keeps going. It looks like it was just stoped out all through there. It's a huge stope, but I don't think it extends beyond this. So I'm sorry I can't get up there, but I tried. And so I'm going to squeeze down the other side of that adit where we haven't been yet and see where that goes. Well, I looked in the window, and this is a cool old bunkhouse, but unfortunately it's all locked up, and I'm not going to break in to get some stuff inside, but it is really cool. Mr. McBride realized you could just open up this window here and access the bunkhouse, so we're going to go access the bunkhouse the easy way.
Careful.
And,
I mean right where you're standing.
yeah. Alright, so here we are inside the bunkhouse. You can see that one time they had a game of poker going here. There are the cards over there. Some old traps and such there. Shovel. Old metal detector. There's some books. Lonesome Dove.
That's a good book.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Oh, they had badminton.
Shuttlecock. You like to thwack the old shuttlecock.
And then there's a curious stone structure over here with all kinds of stuff stuck over there. I don't know why that was an old. Is this an old fireplace or what here?
I don't know, dude. That's some weird shit.
That's strange. Couches and things like that. Okay, so I was looking over there a minute ago, and in the kitchen now, and there are all kinds of notes in here from people that have spent the night in the cabin here.
Stabbing him.
There's stuff from 2013, 2008. Good stuff. And closer look at the kitchen. Still pretty stocked, actually. And then we got these rooms here, and there's a big upstairs too.
There's a big ass chest in here too.
Huh. Ring-free lubricants. Huh. I don't think anybody slept in here for a while. Huh. Bat. Wonder where this goes. There's a bunch of stuff over here. Huh. All kinds of equipment and such over here. There's an interesting structure. See, there's several bats up there. Huh.
Back there?
There's a bunch of equipment back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm gonna go check out the room you were just in.
What's in that chest? That's an old steamer, dude.
Yeah, there's an old steamer.
Pillows.
Old pillows and bedding.
Taco. You went down in here?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's an old sewing machine.
Old clothing.
Yeah. This is like something out of Hellraiser.
And it looks like this is another bedroom here. Another chest. And that's about it. there's anything inside the chest. Probably not, but we'll check just in case. Just more bedding. Alright. Let's carry on, see what else we can find. So you're thinking this is the powerhouse for the mine originally?
Yeah, I mean with the girders and the insulators that were in the back and stuff. I mean, it had to be them because this ain't no bunkhouse. You know what I'm saying? It's way too big.
Yeah, I mean it is now, but it probably wasn't originally.
Yeah, it is now, but it's way too industrial for. I mean, look at the ceiling and everything else arched and vented.
Yeah, it's got those big beams and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. This must have been quite an operation when it was up and going.
I'm guessing this probably ran power for the whole.
All the mines in the area.
Yeah, the whole shit reads, so.
1930s?
Guessing 20s, 30s.
Huh.
Probably built in the 20s, and then maybe, you know, I don't think it's before that. It's old though.
Yeah, it is. Very cool.
You got your pentagram there for.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we have bats. And then next month is October.
Huh. The bats, right on cue, the two bats just flew out.
There's all Santa!
All right, let's go see what else around this area.
All right, that's it.
So Chuck just explaining how the water would flow out those doors there. We went in and through this channel here.
Yeah, because it's open underneath on both sides.
Ah, okay, so it's open underneath. So they were.
So the floor obviously obviously got big holes in it where the turbines were, and then they built that platform floor, you know, over it. Interesting.
So this hydro facility would have pumped out a fair amount of power, I would think.
I mean, tab. Holy shit.
Is there a tab down there? Oh wow, you're right.
But yeah, it definitely would have. I mean, this was no joke to build. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant
and in the pipeline,
structure.
I think there's a pipeline up above that runs over the
Okay. Huh. Well, the creek's over here on the right, so they must have piped it in from.
I think it's well. There's a flume line up above, I believe, because there's more shit over here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They must have pumped the water down from above. So we were just walking back and disturbed a rattlesnake here.
Oh yeah.
You can see him in there. Young little guy, but he didn't really care we were there. He just sort of cruised over and went underneath this rock.
He just busted out, man.
So I leave him alone.
Why did the rattlesnake cross the road?
Yeah. Why did the rattlesnake cross the road?
They say don't fuck with me on the other side. But no, see, that's insane. They just.
Hey, he didn't rattle or anything. He didn't care.
No, he's just.
God, good for him. I gotta respect it. Okay, now I get it with that water tank right there. The thing I called looked like a kiln. That's right there. That huge pipe is running down the hill there. There are a bunch of Pelton wheels right there. So obviously the tank would send the water down to the Pelton wheels and power something. But there you go. There's a view of that. So that's pretty cool. I doubt many people see that along the river very often. So we are at this very large waste rock pile because Mr. McBride right there spotted this from Google Earth. And so we rode the motorcycles out here on the extremely rough road. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. That was a rough road out here, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Okay, see, I'm not exaggerating. And following these waste rock piles up, you see there's a some sort of stone foundation here with the remains of some equipment on top. And coming over here, you see the shaft where all that material came out of. But as we did not bring our scuba gear today, that is not going to be one that we can explore. That is some seriously black water.
How does it go that way?
It goes down. I don't even know which direction it goes. I can't see anything.
Oh, that's fucking deeper.
Yeah.
Shit.
That is deep.
So glad we rode over there.
Yeah. Really glad you spotted that.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's that large waste rock pile there. And down here below are the remains of a stamp mill. I haven't seen any stamps yet, but it's pretty cool to see this, even this small amount of a stamp mill. So stamp mills are a rarity. And I see more bits and pieces of metal there and over here, but so it looks like that could be one of the shoes for the stamp mill right there, or one of the stamps, for those of you that don't know what the shoes are. So we are down by the creek, and you can see there's a pretty awesome waterfall right there. Actually, just a beautiful spot in general, but that waterfall helps. So that waterfall is right back there. You can see the creek or river just keeps running through here down the canyon.